All right, Philly. So your first season here in San Diego, goal was playoffs from the get-go. You guys got there, but obviously didn't finish as you guys probably wanted it to. But overall, how do you look at the season and what success you guys had?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a goal of ours from the get-go to make the playoffs. So that in itself, I think we should be really happy about. I mean, it was a bit of an up and down at points. We had some really good stretches of hockey and some not so great stretches, but I think we were really resilient as a team, and we slowly built our identity as the year went on. And I think the way that we pushed to get into the playoffs was great, and now that kind of gives all the guys that had never been there before a real idea of what it's like. So I think there's definitely a lot of building blocks for next year.
And moving on to next year, what's going to be kind of the focus going in? I know that you guys want to make a deep run, but now that some guys have a little bit of playoff experience, how are they going to build on that to really kind of get to that next level?
Yeah, I think our expectations need to be higher from the get-go. I think getting into the playoffs is obviously something we want to do, but I think from day one it's being a contender, and I think we left a little bit on the table as far as playing to our full capability in the playoffs. So I think we got a full idea of what a contending team looks like, and I think that has to be our mindset from day one next year.
For you, your first year in San Diego, you're named the club's Man of the Year nominee. How have you really kind of integrated yourself into the community, and kind of what has been your impressions of the fan base, the community, the city, everything like that?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I knew San Diego was obviously a beautiful place to be, but I think the year just getting involved and meeting a lot of people, and my wife's been very involved as well. So we both love living here, and all the staff, all the fans, everyone you talk to is super positive. Everyone's in a good mood, it seems like, and to get out into the community is great. And I think our fan support is awesome here. Pretty underrated, honestly, for a Southern California team. So it's great, and it's something I take a lot of pride in, being involved and helping out a lot of people.
For you on the ice, you had a lot of success this year. How do you carry that into next season, and what's going to go into, what does your off season look like?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think it was a good season. I think I have more to give. I think I can be a little bit better in a lot of different areas, and that's something I'm going to hope to bring into next year. I think for my off season, right now it's just relax a little bit, and then I mean, I like getting on the ice a lot. I'm going to work on scoring some goals this summer, and yeah, I mean, just come back in refreshed, and I just think there's momentum now built into next year. I think from a team that had missed the playoffs for a handful of years coming in, that everyone's a little bit hungry now, and you kind of have that in the back of your mind all summer.
Philly, tons of positives to take away from this year. Power play finished 12th, PK finished 8th, 12-point increase from last year to this year, and obviously first playoff appearance in 4 years. As one of the veteran leaders, what are some of your main takeaways from this year as well?
Yeah, I think a main takeaway is just how much potential is in this group. I think we saw that definitely in stretches. We beat top teams. We had really good stretches of hockey, and there's a lot of guys that I think took big jumps and gained a lot of responsibility and trust as the year went on. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different areas that we just kind of kept improving on throughout the year. You mentioned our penalty kill. That was fantastic all year, but our power play was something that we kind of had to work on. We had to work at it. We had to talk things out and find ways to be better, and we did that throughout the year. So I think there's a lot of improvement from a lot of guys, and we have a great group here, so I think that's a huge piece of having a good team. We have a lot of good people here. So yeah.